Welcome to POL Classics. Be sure to check out the best of POL from over the years. It's at its most popular day and time, and guess what? It's only on WNEP+.
WNEP proudly presents the premier outdoor show in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, your window to the great outdoors. Tonight on Pennsylvania Outdoor Life.
We'll check the reptile research going on right here in Pennsylvania that has rattlesnakes wearing radios. We'll visit the newly opened Cabelas store, and we'll give away this renegade bow from Riverside Archery.
Our sights are set. Pennsylvania Outdoor Life starts right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. I'm Don Jacobs, along with Ken Hunter. 2 weeks to go before the archery season. And what did you do?
Hey, I am the
Did you
lucky
break
one.
down?
I am the lucky one. I get to use the bow that we're going to give away.
Oh, but you didn't buy it.
Not yet, no, but I get to use it today, so at least I get to handle this fine piece of equipment. And Jake, I'm here with one of those people. Gil is one of the folks giving this bow away.
From Riverside?
From Riverside, yes.
And Jim is over here too. Guys, are you ready to shoot a little bit throughout the evening and continue practicing?
Sure, let's get
All right, and we're going to give this away a little bit later on in the program. But before we do that, we have to talk to you about an ongoing research project right here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and that's this rattlesnake research project that's going on right now in Pennsylvania. We're going to go out with some folks who have a radio telemetry in the rattlesnakes, and they're taking a number of measurements to see what the forestry situation is and how it relates to rattlesnakes.
Basically now this is just an antenna, and we're going to plug it into a receiver.
It's a digital receiver.
Digital receiver where we can tune into the frequency. Each snake will have a different frequency, and we'll change frequencies to hear different snakes. We're going to turn it on, and this antenna is directional. So wherever we point it, it will be a louder signal wherever the snake is. So it will be a louder signal, quieter signal, louder signal, so then we'll walk in this direction. So now we'll turn it on, and we'll see if the snake is in the area. And you can hear there's a beeping, so that's his transmitter giving off a signal. So I'm basically going to do a 360, going around. It's quieter over there, significantly louder over here. So at this point we're going to walk in that direction. And as we get lower, closer, we can reduce our gain, which basically just increases the strength, and we can tell how far away the snake is. So we're not too far away now. We're going to walk towards the snake.
The three of us have had the pleasure of doing, and that is sharing nature each day and seeing all the things that are out here. And you know, you certainly have the weekend camp residents and people coming up at random. It is a nice opportunity to experience nature. They're ectothermic, so they expose themselves and retreat, So there's daily or hourly movements that might, so they can control. They don't have the thermostat in their body like you and I do. So they are ectothermic, cold blood. They must regulate their temperature by exposure.
All right. Right now, the snake is just in a little patch of open leaves, right past this laurel, but not quite to the fern.
Can you see him?
You can physically walk up and peek into that little hole.
If they black-phase timber rattlesnake.
Can you see him yet, Mark?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see him. Okay.
Sammy, maybe you would do the data, and he can go back way to do them both at the same time. The visitations are very, very critical in that we will evaluate the habitat in which this snake is located. That's very critical.
We take note of when we first approach the snake, we see the activity, like the posture, the behavior it was exhibiting when we first see it. A lot of times they'll just be sitting coiled underneath a log or in some laurel, and we'll call that inactive coiled. An opposing thing, they could be sitting out here in the sun, basking, getting in. This would be a perfect spot. They would even, Bill yesterday had the snake basking on top of this log. You know, but it does get too hot for them. After about 10 o'clock, we don't see snakes out basking anymore. Then they retreat back into the laurel and into the ferns.
So this one you would call inactive coiled. Is that how you would describe that one?
That's how it was when we first approached the snake.
IC on our agenda here. IC, inactive coiled, exposed and visible, but less than 1/4 of the body in direct sunlight.
Okay.
So we'll record that.
So that's very critical.
Yeah.
Now earlier that snake might have been out here, but it retreated as its body temperature was
100%
elevated.
Here and there.
Correct.
So it's regulating its temperature.
Correct.
Exactly. So you-
Ectothermic.
So it's not interested in eating at this point. It's interested in being comfortable.
Yeah.
At this point in time, now
They hunt nocturnally too. So this snake might have nailed a chipmunk or something, not a chipmunk because they're not nocturnal, but a mouse,
Yeah.
which are nocturnal almost exclusively.
Mhm.
The rodent activity other than chipmunks is almost exclusively nocturnal. Thus they are night hunters, thus they have elliptical pupils, adapted for nocturnal hunting. Only the venomous snakes in the state of Pennsylvania have vertical pupils, the copperhead and the rattlesnake.
So once we visit a snake, then we're going to start going into a process. We have like a checklist of things where we're going to enter into these pocket PCs we have here. And we're going to start off with the snake number. Then we're going to go tell it the date, the time, and then like Sam did, he put out the temperature for the ambient air temperature and humidity. And now what he's holding in his hand is, yeah, Sam.
This will shoot a laser at the snake, recording its body temperature. He's a little disturbed, the people. About 25.6.
See that they actually have scales on the bottom of their tail, which are called subcaudal scales. And males will, to accommodate the length of their tail, have more subcaudal scales. So if we count 23 subcaudals, we'll think that that's a male. But if we count 18 subcaudal scales, we'll think that's a female. Along with the length and the shape of the tail, we can identify sex.
Externally, that is probably the only way, externally, that you can tell the difference between a female and a male rattlesnake.
So that was a female black rattlesnake.
It was. Snake number 71 of 34 radio telemetry implanted snakes in this study.
Well, I want to thank Dr. Reinhardt, Mr. Benner, the Bureau of Forestry, Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission, and everybody else involved in that project. Appreciate going along. We had some great times there. We're looking for some real interesting stuff to happen there, Jake.
Yep.
And I think we need to take a little practice with these bows.
We do, and of course Jim and Gil from Riverside Archery Range in Wyoming are here with us. We're going to launch a couple of arrows. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more of Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, so stick around. Ready, guys? The one with the backdrop now. Woohoo! We'll have even more POL Classics on WNEP Plus right after this.
Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. You know, Gil, with archery season only a couple of weeks away now, you've got to have a lot of people coming in there, probably a little bit frantic maybe. What kind of questions are you being asked? What kind of problems are you dealing with there at your shop?
There's a lot of guys coming in, bow hunters, and the main one is their equipment safe enough for them to hunt with?
Right.
And mainly what we want to do is look at the strings and everything, make sure everything's tight, and right from there, it's just practice.
And most people are pretty well set up then?
The majority of them are, yeah. But I know in the next week we'll have like those last minute guys coming in, and
I'm sure.
You know, again, to try to make the crunch time and everything. But besides that, everybody's doing pretty good.
Well, Jake, speaking of people running in and doing things at the last minute, you were just at a big opening.
Yeah.
I'll bet you there's a lot of people waiting to get in that store as well.
A lot of people waiting to get in that store, and of course we're talking about the new Cabelas store down in Hamburg. Now we know that there'll always be room for the local stores like Riverside and Raised Bait and Tackle and all the other places, but this big store is certainly an attraction, and there to kick it all off was Governor Rendell.
We're enormously proud to have Cabelas here. It is so much more than a store. It is, as Bob Groucho said, a tourist attraction. It is a testament to who we are and what we feel about as Pennsylvanians. Countdown from 3, 2, 1.
And with that official act, the Cabelas store in Hamburg, Berks County, is officially open. Mike Payne is the store manager. Pennsylvania's pretty happy that you're here. Have they welcomed you with open arms?
Definitely. The community's been great. The town of Hamburg, Tilden Township, everybody here has been wonderful and a dream to work with. We're looking to draw anywhere from 30 to 40,000 people this first weekend easily. The weather's going to play havoc a little bit, but that shouldn't still be an issue. A lot of our customers will drive 3 to 4 hours to get here. And 3 to 4 hours, that puts you near Washington, D.C., it puts you in New York, Philadelphia, almost to Pittsburgh. So we have a large area of a customer base that we're going to draw from. We've brought the outdoors indoors, and I hope that every employee is as proud as I am of the place. And they've been a dream to work with, and like I said before, we're just itching to take care of some customers.
Bob Brower, you're from Pottsville. I understand you are president of a local organization. Tell me about that.
Yes, currently I'm the president of the Schuylkill County chapter of Trout Unlimited, and 2 months ago I took a career change from accounting and decided full-time fly shops for me.
Well, you must feel like you've died and gone to heaven. You're talking fly fishing. You're the president of the TU office here.
Yeah, I usually don't smile about counting so much, but...
Tell me a little bit about working here and getting ready to deal with people and talk fly fishing. What kind of a sense of accomplishment do you get?
Well, it was a monumental task. We were all part of a team. We not only set up the fly shop here, this crew here, we helped set up the entire fishing and marine departments. We all worked hard together, and 2 months, it just went by really fast, and it's just remarkable how much product was moved in and displayed, all tagged and all priced and ready to go.
Yeah, the fish are all in. We have a couple of large fish in there. We have a 42-pound blue cat that's in there. We had a 51-inch muskie dropped off yesterday that's been put in. Large array of trout and different things. So the tanks are full and they look great.
Well, I've read this saying before from President Theodore Roosevelt. Very interesting. In a civilized and cultivated country, wild animals only continue to exist at all when preserved by sportsmen. The excellent people who protest against all hunting and consider sportsmen as enemies of wildlife do not understand the fact that in reality, the genuine sportsman is, by all odds, the most important factor in keeping the larger and more valuable wild creatures from total extermination. President Theodore Roosevelt wrote that. It's very interesting.
Spending time hunting shit.
There's no best time. We're here to take care of them anytime they want to be serviced, and come on out and see us.
And of course, we thank Cabelas for inviting us to their grand opening, and we wish them well. But of course, places like Riverside, you're right in everybody's backyard. You're going to be around for a while, Jim, I'm sure of that. Let me ask you this question. You've been in the business for a while. You've been shooting for years. Have you seen dramatic changes in the way bows and arrows are set up and the efficiency, speed, that kind of stuff?
I'll tell you what, Don, over the past few years, we've seen a big jump and a lot of bows shooting over 300 feet per second now. And it's due to the efficiency of the bows.
And
They're
speed
just
important?
Making them great. Oh, sure. Speed's always important for penetration. And, of course, you want to get it there as quick as you can.
And of course, you'll tell people about that if they stop by your store.
Oh, sure.
All right. Now, we are going to take a short break. We're going to continue to shoot our bows and arrows here. But before we do, Well, let me remind you that you're invited to the Bloomsburg Fair this week, and of course WNEP will be in there full stride. Mike Lewis will be there selling his CD. We'll have WNEP's Community Band Show. We're doing a live program on Tuesday from 7 to 8. Pennsylvania Outdoor Life will be broadcast at the Bloomsburg Fair. At 1 o'clock, we're going to tape it to air next Sunday. And Home and Backyard on Thursday at 1 o'clock. You're invited to join us. Now, for right now, what do you say we throw a couple more arrows and keep the practice? We'll be right back with more of Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. Are we ready here? Let's throw some.
We got 3 in here already, Jake. Put them in the middle. That here is not going in.
POL Classic, we'll have much more of it on WNEP Plus right after this.
Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. And Jim, we're getting ready to give this fantastic bow away, but before we do that in the next couple of minutes, tell us a little bit more about it. What do you know about it here that people might not know yet?
Well, what we have here is Alpha 1 from Renegade Archery Company. And we took that and we equipped it with some stuff such as a TM Hunter rest, okay? And then we put a sight from impact on it. It's a 3-pin fiber optic sight.
I noticed they
one of the
really
brightest sights on the market.
Yeah, wow.
Excellent. 3-arrow quiver. You got your, of course, your string peep. Half a dozen of XX Easton's XX78 or 75 arrows, aluminum arrows. We're also going to give you some free passes for lessons if you haven't shot before and you win the bow.
They get a couple of lessons?
Then we're going to give you a year pass also with your release,
a shirt,
a t-shirt, and a bow case.
The whole
you're
package,
ready to go.
Everything. Jake, I don't know. That's a pretty good deal, I think. I don't know what you can do any better than that.
That is an incredible deal.
Yes.
And you know, when just like typical contests with Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, we asked people to get involved and to send postcards. And Gil, Dominic, they certainly sent postcards. You're pretty impressed by that pile?
Very impressed. This is awesome, Jake.
Now, when we give this away, of course, the winner, we will announce the winner's name. When we give this away, we'll have them call you. And what are you going to do? You're going to set up a time to come in, get sized. How are you going to make this bow work for the winner?
Whatever's good for their schedule, they'll call us, let us know when they want to come down. We'll set them up completely ready to shoot.
Now, physically, when they come in and they say, all right, I'm the winner, and you have the bow in your hands, how much tweaking, how much different sizing will there need to be done?
It depends on the winner and the size of the individual. And we can match the bow to the, those measurements.
And as far as the poundage, if it's a weaker person or a stronger person, you could do that too?
Yeah, we can let the limbs out or crank them in.
Okay.
Yeah, the bow will be totally ready for that person.
Now, I think we have cards in here from all over our viewing area. What do you say we spin and give this away? You want to do that?
Jake.
Go ahead. Yep, I'll even give you a hand here. We emptied all the postcards from the original barrel. We'll put them back in next week, but for right now, we wanted to get these all mixed up and pick a winner in our on-target contest. And why don't you stick your hand in there, Gil, and pick us a winner. And if you could read the name, go ahead, because Ken and I mutilate everybody's names. I'm sorry to say that. Oh, there's one.
George Guerra of Weatherly, PA.
George Guerra of Weatherly, PA. We will be calling you by tomorrow at least and setting up a time for you to come out here. He's got the on-target address. Guys, we'd really like to thank you very much for getting involved with us. That's an incredible program.
Yeah. Gil, thanks.
They're going to stick around for a while. We're going to do some shooting. Right now, we're going to show you a story that aired in the 50th anniversary of WNEP. So much response. People saying, I want to see Joe Zone again. I want to see Stan Soa again. This is a story that aired in a 50th anniversary show last week on Pennsylvania Outdoor Life's history. I'm Don Jacobs. Pennsylvania Outdoor Life debuted in the fall of 1982. The Pennsylvania Game Commission and WNEP put their resources together to come up with the concept. WNEP chose Joe Zone as one of the hosts because of the TV personality. And the Game Commission, well, they selected Stan Soa to represent the local outdoorsman. And what a good choice. But even Stan couldn't predict the future of Pennsylvania Outdoor Life.
I really didn't know what direction it would go. It could have lasted for a couple of weeks, 13 weeks, could have gone off the air. I guess what surprised me the most was It didn't take long to get that hook and bullet audience, the hunter, the fisherman. What surprised me the most, and I found most encouraging, was to see all of the other people out there who tuned in and became regular viewers of Pennsylvania Outdoor Life.
Here we go, we got two on.
Okay,
let's
here
go.
we go. Go ahead.
All right, all right. Bring yours in. Oh, I just lost mine.
I don't know, mine's still on there.
Bring it in.
I remember Joe Zone said, hey, you talk when the red light goes on, and when you run out of things to say, just shut up and I'll jump in there and bail you out.
You gotta pick that one up, Joe.
If you remember, Joe Zone was never short of something to say, whether he knew what he was talking about or not. Well, that is a different story.
That outdoor show was a part of sportscasting that I didn't think was something that I would get involved in or would be interested in. And I struggled with it because I didn't know that a lot about it, but Stan Soa was there to help you along, and that show became so popular, and I became so identified with it. I was getting awards from the Pennsylvania Game Commission, the Fish Commission. I had no business getting awards for anything except that I sat on that show, and Stan tried to make me look good, which he usually did.
Over the years, the music has changed several times. Stan shared the spotlight with many different co-hosts over the years. Tim Carlson, Jane Adonisio, Mike Stevens, and let's not forget me, just to name a few. Now we have our very own cabin on the grounds of WNEP. Stan retired from Pennsylvania Outdoor Life in the spring of 2002. Ken Hunter joined the team shortly after, and Pennsylvania Outdoor Life viewers have welcomed him with open arms. Based on recent surveys, Pennsylvania Outdoor Life is celebrating its highest ratings ever. It's clear that even after 20 years, people are still watching and enjoying Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. Who knows? Maybe we'll be around for another 20 years. Thanks for watching. Yes, WNEP, proud to serve for 50 years. October 4th, mark it down, open house here at WNEP and the cabin.
And
Ken,
hey, we want to congratulate George Guerra again of Eckley, PA.
Congratulations.
Man, lucky winner. And we're going to go to a break, but we'll be right back. Don't go away.
We certainly want to thank you guys from Riverside over there for getting involved.
You're welcome, Don. Thanks a lot. Thanks to your viewers in Central and Northeast Pennsylvania. It was a really great response, better than what we actually expected. And hopefully we'll do it again.
Well, maybe we will.
All right.
Stay in touch.
Thanks,
Stay
Don.
in touch.
And Jim, you have a few people you'd like to thank also.
Well, I'd like to thank Bill Herman and the guys over at Renegade Archery Company for really getting involved in this giveaway, making it all happen.
All right. Well, as you can see from the response, everybody was into this one, Jake.
We have more people to thank.
Well, I guess.
We'd like to thank you for watching Pennsylvania Outdoor Life this week, and we want to invite you to watch us next week as we bring our show from the Bloomsburg Fair. Hey, have a great week, guys.
Sir, have a good week,
to all
everybody.
of you at home from Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, enjoy the great outdoors.
So long.
So long now.
Camp residents and people coming up at random. It is a nice opportunity to experience nature.
Pennsylvania Outdoor Life is a local presentation of WNEP TV. We're proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
On target. Thank you for joining us for a look back at POL Classics. Now I'm going to invite you to join us every Sunday night at 6:30 on WNEP+.